Welcome to World Energy Television. I'm Richard Loomis, CEO of World Energy. And today we're hosting on-camera dialogues at Summer NAPE 2008. And we have the privilege of visiting with Jeffery LongBotham, President of Riviera Energy Corporation. Jeffery, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So what brings you to NAPE?
Well, an opportunity to network with a lot of our existing clients and to meet other clients and to show some of the properties and prospects that we currently have in our inventory for sale.
Now, Riviera's been around for a while.
We're in our 12th year of business, so looking forward to continuing on. So,
Well, let's look at oil for a moment. In the United States, oil has been on the decline for the last 30 years. Do you think there's any way we might be able to reverse that?
Well, it is a declining commodity. I mean, I think with the new technology, with going in some areas that were either thought to be unproductive, that are appearing to be productive, expanding the basin to new basins that have been sitting there, that we can enhance the recovery of oil. But I think it is a declining product, and we're going to have to be faced with that. We can reverse it to some extent, but I think eventually that it's a problem.
Well, and one of the things that we're seeing are a lot more power plants that can be built with natural gas,
right,
versus coal. So that also would increase demand.
That's correct, right.
Do you think T. Boone will ever get his wish and see natural gas-powered cars running around?
Well, he's a brilliant and creative individual, and he's been right on a lot of things. He's been wrong on some things. So I think his sights are set high. I think he's pushing it hard. And I think we'll make strides toward that, but it's going to take a while.
Well, and I think the other side of this, I mean, we've heard a lot about this drill here, drill now, and the prices will come down. Now, of course, that's on the gasoline side, is where most people are focused. Do you think that's accurate? Do you think we can get that moving?
I think so. I believe that it may, again, take a little bit of time to get it online, depending on what happens with consumption. We'll determine whether or not if prices were to come down, then consumption is going to go back up. So it may once again try to balance itself out.
Do you think drilling in the Outer Continental Shelf will help?
I think it would. I don't know that it's going to help immediately. That's a laboring process and very complicated process, and I think it will. And I think it's going to offset once again some of these onshore depleting reserves and maybe balance itself out once again.
Do you think there would ever be a time when we could go back and redevelop offshore California, or go back and do some of this off the East Coast?
I think so. I think again, all these areas are going to be looked at real hard to make sure that all the reserves that could have been produced have been produced. So any place that's been productive in the past that seemed unproductive, at one point or another, I think will be exploited.
And unfortunately now, anything we don't use will be used elsewhere on the planet very quickly.
Absolutely.
Which makes it even more challenging. Do you think the general public is ready for this issue to be handled in a big way?
I don't know that the general public really understands the fundamentals of the issue that we have set in front of us. I think you've got to be to really understand it, I think you've got to be involved in some degree in the oil and gas industry to really understand it or have a good understanding for it. But I don't think the general public understands what's going on, really.
Well, and we're sitting here at Summer NAPE 2008. This has to be the biggest Summer NAPE I've ever seen, with lots of prospects. How have you been finding the show? Are people coming around?
Show's great. This is the biggest crowd we've had in a long time. We've been doing this show for 10 years when there was a much, much lighter crowd. I think the activity, the price, just people trying to find out what other people are doing brings them here, and it's gotten better and better every year.
Now, Riviera's been around for a while.
We're in our 12th year of business, so looking forward to continuing on.
So what do you see on the horizon for Riviera?
Well, we're expanding. With personnel and with services, and trying to accommodate what appears to be a very, very active marketplace that we have for trading oil and gas properties and prospects.
Well, hopefully it will continue.
We hope so.
I'm Richard Loomis for World Energy Television, and we've been hosting on-camera dialogues at Summer NAPE 2008. Thank you very much for watching.